What is the Fresnel effect in digital art material rendering? Have you ever noticed how surfaces can look different depending on the angle you view them from? This is known as the Fresnel effect, and it plays a key role in digital art material rendering. Understanding this effect can truly transform your artwork. The Fresnel effect describes how the reflectivity of a surface changes based on the angle of view. When you look at a surface from a shallow angle, it reflects more light. Conversely, when viewed straight on, it reflects less light. This principle is essential for creating realistic materials like glass, water, and metals in your digital illustrations. In practical terms, this means that the edges of objects often appear shinier than the parts facing you directly. For example, think about how a shiny metal surface looks when you tilt it. The edges catch the light, making them stand out more. This happens because light reflects more strongly at shallow angles. When you are rendering materials in your digital paintings, applying the Fresnel effect can help simulate how light interacts with different surfaces. This adds depth and realism to your textures. It is especially important for materials that are reflective or transparent, as it dictates how highlights and reflections behave across the surface. To apply the Fresnel effect in your work, consider the angle of incidence. This is the angle between your line of sight and a line that is perpendicular to the surface. As this angle becomes more parallel to the surface, the reflectivity increases. Smooth or polished materials will show a stronger Fresnel effect, resulting in sharper reflections at the edges. On the other hand, rough surfaces tend to diffuse reflections, which reduces the visibility of this effect. In digital painting, artists often mimic the Fresnel effect by adjusting specular highlights and reflection intensity. This adjustment is based on the curvature of the surface and the viewing angle. For instance, when rendering water, you might increase the reflectivity at the edges to create a more realistic look. The Fresnel effect is particularly important for materials like water and glass, where light reflection varies significantly with angle. By accurately portraying this effect, you can create more convincing textures and surfaces in your digital illustrations. So next time you are working on a piece, remember the Fresnel effect. It is a simple yet powerful tool that can help you achieve a higher level of realism in your digital art.